Hello, welcome to hello, welcome to my live stream, and today I'm going to talk about scaling a mockup in CorelDraw. So welcome viewers. This is Alex from CorelDraw Tips, and I'm going to talk about scaling a project, or say for example a photograph. I'll just give you an overview of my project. So my project is to just put a simple graphics. It's not a full graphics or a lot of graphics onto a vehicle. So basically it's just like this World of Hot Tubs logo. So basically this would be vinyl letters, and then the world. I'm gonna show you the actual logo, and this one will be digitally printed, and the vinyl cutout would be this silvery color here. So first of all, I'm oh, hi James. So basically what I did, I took a picture of the pickup truck, and of course I've got my measuring tape, and some tips when you're taking pictures of a of a vehicle. Make sure you are parallel to the don't put some distortions or perspective into your, say for example, the side of the pickup truck, right? So that when you're scaling it in CorelDraw, it would look the same, very close to the to the real pickup. So basically I got some measurements here. So because since I'm only putting the graphics here, so this one is important, this measurement here, because this is where the door will be, right? So basically this world here, this world graphics or the earth graphics will be cut off here, right? So basically I measured from here, that's 40.75 inches, and then here to here, that's the door. It's going to be the other door would be 43.75. Yeah. So when I went home, I actually made a mock-up already, and then he said this is fine. That's why I got the measurements. Now my challenge here is that how would I scale this into a real world measurement, right? So if this 40 and then 40 and this is another 40, 460, let's just say the whole pickup is like 200 inches, right? Let's just say 200 inches. That's just like a, oh, hi Susie. So that's just like I would say just an estimate, right? So the pickup truck, I've got two measurements of the pickup truck, the window, I mean the door here, two doors. Basically this alone is already enough for me to start the actual graphic, so that I can cut this in vinyl. This one will be vinyl and this one will be digitally printed. Okay, and then later on, actually I'll be doing that tomorrow. I'm gonna cut it out in my vinyl cutter, I print it in digital printer, and then I'll be going to install this. Okay, so now I know that the pickup truck would be around, I'm just gonna move it here, around 200 inches, right? So right now here it's 36 by 48. So what I'll do here, to make it so that the pickup will fit in, the real size of the pickup, so I'll just make it 300 inches, and so this one I'll just make it 200 inches. Okay, again this is inches here, and obviously it's going to be really big, right? Because the initial graphics was just a small one. Okay, so I'm gonna get this one here, and I'm going to deal with the logos, because these are all vector logos, because that's, if I go view and click on simple wireframe, see these are cuttable logos, right, for vinyl cutting. Okay, So I'm going to go to view and then go to enhance again. So now I'm going to make this bigger, right? Okay. Because if I go, where was it? Okay. I'm just gonna go. So this is the, sorry about this. I should have grouped this together. Anyway. Okay, so this is the second measurement, the first measurement, the second measurement. So this is a really, really simple thing to do in CorelDraw, and I'll show you how. So 40.75 is from here to here, and then 43.75 is from here to here, right? And my objective is to make these to real scale, okay? 1:1 in CorelDraw, so that when I'm cutting the vinyl graphics, you know, I am confident that it's to scale, okay? It will fit the actual pickup, because right now I don't have the pickup, right? I'm just here at home, and I don't have the pickup because I have to go to the client and install the pickup. So now 40.7. So here's the trick here. So I'm going to create a box, just a box. So maybe I'll just do it like this here, a box like that, right? So I'll make sure that it's really close to my photograph, right, with that one. And then what will I do? I'm gonna power clip this, right? So click on the image, and then I'll go to objects and power clip, place inside the frame, and the frame would be this one. Okay, so now that should be, so basically this one should be 40.75 inches. Okay, so here's the trick, and it's very easy. So you click on the power clip and then make this, okay, make sure to lock the ratio, make this 47.75 and then hit enter. Okay, see, that's 40.75 now. Now, since I already know, and this is already to scale, the rest of the image, okay, if I go object, power clip, extract contents, right? And then I know now that this one will follow, right? Now, just to prove it to you that it's to scale already, okay, I'm not talking to be really, really accurate, but you know, very close, so that you won't have a mistake. So I'm gonna draw a rectangular line from here to here, and obviously that's, okay, I had a mistake there, sorry, I have to go back. Okay, so I had a mistake. I should make this 40.75, sorry, 40.75, hit enter. Okay, so that should be the one. And then I'm going to go objects, power clip, extract content. Okay, so when I extract content, and I'm going to create a rectangle here, see, it is 40.75 now, right? 40.75. So if that is 40.75, and so if I'm going to create another rectangle here, from here to here, it should be close to 43.75. See, 43.75. Okay, so to get that point, so now I can just delete this, and then delete this, and this my pickup drawing now is to scale, right? So now I'm just curious what is the measurement of the whole pickup. So I'm gonna make it so maybe up to here, right? Yeah, so it's really close to 200 inches, the pickup. Okay, anyway, so now I just have to put my graphics, which is the vector graphics here. So when I say vector, it's cuttable. Okay, So you notice this one I made it black, but actually this one will be a cutout vinyl. So this one should be silver. Yeah, and this one will be silver too. Okay, and I'm going to group this together. Okay, so this is group, and I'm going to put this into this one here. Okay, so basically that's my guide, and I'll just do it this way. Okay, so tomorrow when I'm installing this, I'm going to be confident that this will fit. Okay, because I'm working now on a real scale. Okay, so that's for this one. And then for the telephone number, I'm just gonna grab this one, and where is it? Page up, and I'm going to sorry, I don't know what I did there. I should have moved this one here. Okay, and then I'm going to make that same silver, and then I'm just going to line it up. Okay, so if you know CorelDraw, and then if you have a vinyl cutter, this can actually give you some profit, right? You can make vinyl cutouts and then put it into a vehicle. There. Okay, so now this is ready to cut, but I just have to line it up. So what I'll do, I'm going to move this down here. Okay, and I want to make sure that this one and this one is lined up, so I'll just space it out like that. Okay, what I can do, I can make a guideline. Okay, because this is going to be a silver vinyl, and this one. Okay, so now for this one, so like I said before, this one will be digitally printed. So I'm just gonna ungroup it. So this world, oops, sorry about that. I'm going to separate this one, okay, because this one is going to be digitally printed, and then all of this one will be a vinyl cutout. Okay. Now in CorelDraw, if you've got a Roland, I'm sure Susie knows about this. So for a Roland, this one should be cuttable, right? Because if you have a Roland print and cut, you should have a path here which is going to be exported to EPS, so that you don't need to cut it, right? The printer will cut it itself. So I'm going to click on this, click on the circle. Okay, that's the circle. And I'm going to go to my contour. So click on contour, and the contour going out, which is this one, outside contour. And I can make the contour smaller, or I think that this is fine too. Okay, and then I'm going to make that as an EPS, and I have to make that as cut contour. I haven't set the cut contour here, but that's how it works. Okay, so tomorrow I'm just gonna cut this, and this one on vinyl, and this one print and cut digitally. And then I'm going to show you, maybe I'm gonna post a video on how I did this. So I'll put it here. So okay, so basically when you're looking at this one, right, it's gonna be combination of digitally print and vinyl cuttings. So what I'll do here, here's what I'm planning to do, and what I usually do when I have projects like this, I rehearse it in my mind first, what I'm going to do for tomorrow. Rehearsing in your mind is really important, because when you rehearse it, you see mistakes, and it's just like a practice, but it's just in your mind, right? Practice. So now what I'm gonna do tomorrow, I'm gonna put the vinyl, digitally printed vinyl first. I'm putting it here, the world, and then after that, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm not gonna cut this, cut the part here of the vinyl for the door. I'm not gonna cut it. I'm just gonna leave it to dry, and then later I'm gonna cut it. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it there, and then I'm going to put the world and the phone number on top of this digitally print. So that's how I'm gonna do it. Okay, so now this is my problem here. Because the problem here, I had a mistake here because I got the measurements, but the mistake here is that I wasn't able to get a really good shot of the good picture of the back of the pickup. Now I understand why, because I'm looking at it because there's a trailer here. So I can't move back because there's a trailer here, like a small trailer. That's why the picture has perspective. But it doesn't matter because if you know the size here to here, okay. So what I'll do, I'm going to I'll make a box. I'm gonna make it 23. So the width would be 23 inches. Okay, so that's 23 inches the width, and then the height is when I measured it's 10.25. So I'll make sure to remove the lock ratio here. So 10.25, hit enter. Perfect. So with this rectangular box here, this is for this one, right? Because I think because there's a logo here. So that is my working space, right? So now going back to this one here, I measured it 28. So it'll be 28.75. Okay, and by same thing 10.25, hit enter. Okay, so the phone number shouldn't, so because it's the final cutout, shouldn't be over 28.75. And then the World of Hot Tubs word here, it just says 7 inches here, so I actually don't need to worry about the width here because I have lots of space here. Okay, so now I am going to grab this one. Okay, make it smaller and then put it here. Okay, so it says here okay, so I'm just going to resize that. Okay, that looks good. As long as I don't go over that rectangle, I'm safe, right? Okay, so that's good. Okay, so and then I'm just gonna center it. Okay, I'm not too worried about the width because in tomorrow when I'm installing this one, I can manually adjust the spacing here. Okay, so that's good. So now that's fine, and then I'll just the phone number here. So I'm just gonna borrow the phone number. Where is it? Here. I'm just gonna duplicate that. Control D to duplicate. I'm gonna put it over here, and then I'm just going to, basically, I'm just gonna go like that. Okay. So now 7 inches here. So what I'll do, I'm just gonna make a rectangular. The rectangular doesn't matter as long as I won't exceed this one. So 7 inches. So that's the height of this one. And then I'm just going to get the website address here. Control D. And then move it over here. And I'm just going to look at my mockup, and so from here, so basically this one I have to move it over here because this Dodge logo is over here, right? And then so this one starts from here. Oops. So that's 7 inches. Okay, smaller, and there. I think that's good. Okay, so tomorrow I'm just going to cut this in vinyl, and then this one is print and cut. Okay, I think that's it for today. Oh yeah, so one more. I don't know if you observed something here. I took a picture of just the just this side, right? Always remember that this side is different from the other side, right? So what I normally do, I duplicate the picture that I just did, right? And then I flip this, mirror horizontal. Okay, since it's the same scale, so I won't change the scale. But notice this one here. Okay, the World of Hot Tubs text is mirrored too, right? So in reality, if I move this over, I'm just gonna duplicate that. I'm gonna move it over here. Okay, the world would be in here, right? So tomorrow, but I'm just checking, right? So it will actually fit even though it's mirrored image, so I'm not too worried about that, right? But just make sure that to double check, mirror it, and then see if it fits, and yeah, that's it. Yeah, so that's basically the scaling of mockups in CorelDraw, and this is really helpful, especially the projects this is gonna be useful is like when you're putting like decals or graphics on a vehicle. And another thing too is window displays. So window displays, I'm just gonna go to the web here and go window displays. Window displays, those say for example you want to what do you call this, maybe shop windows here, shop windows. Okay, okay, anyway, I'll just get one here. Okay, so here I've got one here. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this, copy. Okay, this is just like a picture that I got from the web. Okay, so this is useful when you're also designing or you're putting, like graphics onto a window shop, right? So what do you do? So make sure that there's no perspective involved when you take the picture of, of the shop, right? And then if there's a little bit of this distortion, that's fine. And then what you do is you measure one side. So for example, here, measure this side, and then yeah, and then in CorelDraw, just so for example here, I'm just gonna do it here. Okay, so I did make a box, right? And then I'm going to object, power clip, place inside the container. The frame is that one. And then I measured this. Let's say I measured it. I'm gonna lock the ratio here. I measured it let's say 48 inches is the width, and then click enter. So that's 48 inches in real, in real world, or real, in reality. And then I'll just go object, power clip, extract content. Okay, and then all of this will be to scale already. Okay, I think that's it for this live stream. I hope you got a good lesson there, or tip. Now I'm open for questions. Yeah, any questions? Susie, James. So this is also one way to earn, or add profits into the into your shop or into your business. This is also good, this style of scaling mockups for like mugs or things like that. So James, Susie, have you ever have a project doing vehicle graphics like this? So Susie says, will you apply the sticker? Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I do design and I do install. I do the production too. That's very important if you have a business, that you have to learn design at the same time production, right? Like here, what I like, for example, here in because if you're designing this one, and this is a combination of digital printing and vinyl cutouts, if you're not a production person, you would just think, oh, I'm not gonna use vinyl cutouts. I'm just gonna put all digital prints. But if you know production, then you will adjust your design to your production, because the production, you don't want your production to take a lot of time, so you have to consider that too. So James says, maybe you can do a tutorial on pricing. uh sure, maybe in the future, but it's yeah, yeah, yeah. And Susie says, I've set up a vehicle graphics and signs but not applied them. That part is scary. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, scary. I always say, when I was working in a sign shop before, I was I was dealing with vinyl cutouts. Vinyl cutouts, like digital printings, that's new. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's old already, but before it was just all vinyl cutouts. So, um, what I do, I told my office mates that, you know, the people in the production, that before, I said, before the vinyl, which is the vinyl for graphics or stickers, the vinyl, I'm scared of the vinyl, but now the vinyl is scared of me. Yeah, it's just saying, yeah, you have to be the master of these materials, because these materials are, these materials is, always think that, um, in the nature of our business, uh, it's very forgiving, because if you do have a mistake here in the W, you can always peel it off and then put another one, right? It's not like you're dealing with food, that if you cook something that your customer won't like it, that's gonna be in trouble. Okay, so James Cooper says, Alex, maybe you can do a tutorial on applying vinyl for Susie. Sure, I probably do that when I'm, yeah, in the future. Yeah, or maybe I'll take a video tomorrow on how I do this, and then I'll show it to you guys. Okay, James Cooper says, Alex, do you do wet or dry on both depending on the surface? Okay, so for this one tomorrow, okay, see, since I already scaled this, right, in the right scale, 100% scale. So I'm going to click on this one, and here it says 5 inches. So 5 inches is not big, right? See, 5 inches by 26. I would say for this one, I would go dry application. There are lots of there's also advantages in dry. It you can do your projects quickly, but wet is the safest side. Wet is best also, so that you won't have any bubbles and stuff like that. Susie, what would be okay, that would be it. Okay, depending on the surface. Yeah. Okay, so maybe I'll take videos tomorrow while I'm doing it. say for example this is like a one-man job. Like tomorrow I'll be going out and I'm gonna do this by myself. Okay, maybe for a start you have an assistant, but always think if you bring an assistant, that's another, another service, or unless that assistant will be a volunteer. But as you become, if you do this all the time, you'll have confidence in yourself. And always think, if you have a mistake, it's fine. You can peel it off and stick it again. You can't ruin the vehicle, because you just have squeegee and mask, and that's it. You won't ruin the paint. Okay, so I'm hitting the 33-minute time already, and I think I better stop now. And it's really nice going back to my live videos. I'll try my best to do one tomorrow, or yeah, I just was busy doing other stuff, but I'll try my best to make it a regular thing. Okay, thank you very much for joining me, and have a nice day or have a nice night. Bye.